What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the SimpHunter OnlyFans Management News broadcast. I am your host, Yala Poppy. The name is still under development, but as you can tell, we're doing something a little bit different today. This is a new format for a video that I would like to try out, where I will be giving you 5 news items for the OnlyFans management industry, things that I have come across or that have been brought to my attention that I think are interesting and worthy enough to share with you. At the end of this video, if you want to stick around and hear about why I decided to do this, you're welcome to do that as well. But without further ado, let's just jump right into the topics. So, number 1 in our news, our top story tonight, on the OF Best Deals marketplace, there is currently a model for sale earning between $7,000 and $8,000 a month. Now, this model is being sold for $3,500. She is based in the United States. She is asking for 50% commission. So what this means is that if you decide to take a chance and to buy this model, obviously it comes with a 14-day warranty. If you decide to buy her and you keep her earnings exactly the same, you will break even after 1 month. She also has 400 paid fans. Personally, I think this is a no-brainer, and I'm making this video about an hour and a half after she dropped. I will put a link in the description if you guys want to check that out, and you have $3,500 to drop on a model like this, but I definitely recommend that you do it. I'm not getting paid anything. He doesn't even know that I'm making this, section about his thing or that it's our top story tonight. But I think it's, if you have the money and you want a girl who's like already making money, then this is a no-brainer. Number 2. There is a new group, a new Telegram group for the OnlyFans management community for people who run male or trans creators. This is a group that, I'm not affiliated with officially, but I was invited to join this group a few weeks ago by a new agency owner, or at least new enough that I didn't recognize his name. This person sent me a message and said, "Thank you so much for your YouTube videos. I got a lot of value out of them, blah, blah, blah." And a couple of weeks later, he sent me a message announcing the group to me and asked me if I would like to join. Now, I really liked, the group aside, I really liked this method of promoting a group where it was a personal message that he sent to me. It was not a spam like, "Hey, I got this new group, here's a link." It was like, "Hey, I know we talked earlier." Anyway, long story short, it wasn't a spam message. And if you remember any of the content that I made before about promoting a group, I said that the correct way to do it was to invite people that you know and start there. And then over time, the group would pick up. If you spam add people to your group, you'll be fed banned. We don't like that, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, the group itself, I think, is worth your attention if you have any interest in learning how to manage male or trans creators, or if you already manage male or trans creators and you are interested in, learning more about it, networking with people who do that. I don't do it. I've never done it. The reason that I joined the group is because, I run a marketplace now, and I thought, okay, well, if we ever get, a male or a trans creator, we can maybe sell them quickly in that group. But, that hasn't happened yet. However, I do know that a lot of people make a ton of money with these types of creators. And if you, have the opportunity to work with one, from what I've heard, it's completely different than working with women. Men are more responsive. They're more reliable. They work much harder, and you don't have to chase them for shit. And let's be honest, it's just easier dealing with men. The next story that we are announcing, or our next story, Spencer Benterud, I apologize if I'm saying that incorrectly, otherwise known as OBH, otherwise known as Only Black Hat, released a video on generating traffic for OnlyFans creators via campsites. So for those of you who don't know who OBH is, I call him OBH. He goes by Spencer now, but OBH was possibly the first, or one of the first people to create a Telegram community for OnlyFans management. He was kind of the guy who started the whole Telegram group about OFM thing. There was Nathan Ashton, who had a private group, so he kind of had one as well, but OBH was the first one to start a public group, and when he shut it down, it caused this like a power vacuum, and then he shut it down. Everybody and their mother started opening groups, and then you had the next generation of people that came in with their groups, like me, BTZ, Account Stealth. Razvan was disconnected, I think, but like people like that, Secret Achiever, Source Code, all those people. So anyway, long story short, OBH released this video. Now, before I tell you about the video, I'm going to tell you why you should listen to him. He's got over 10 years of experience in the adult marketing niche. And out of everybody that I have ever listened to or communicated with about OnlyFans management, I would say that he is easily the most knowledgeable and the most experienced, and just understands it in a way that not a lot of other people do. So if you're going to take anybody's advice on how to promote your OnlyFans models and get traffic and do all that, he's probably, if you only could take one person's advice, he is the guy that you should listen to. Straight up, just going to tell you that. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to anybody else. Just go to the source. OBH is the guy you want to pay attention to. Now, what about this video? He made a video that is a full guide on getting traffic with webcam or webcamming, cam sites. Chatterbait, what was the other one he mentions? Fucking Strip Chat, Live Jasmine, all these sites where girls go on there, they do their little cam show, and they get very hot traffic from these guys who, I mean, it's not like social where you have to trick them and you have to play all these games to not get banned. Like, the guys know why they're there. They are there for the sexy stuff. And it's very natural to promote the OnlyFans. Well, I mean, he goes into it in the guide, but like, you can't promote it directly. There's all these, little things that you need to keep in mind when promoting it. But the way that he described it, when I watched the video, it made me think, like, he got me excited about recruiting girls to do camming and help them promote, their OnlyFans that way. So I'll put a link in the description. Definitely go check that out. I would argue that it is worth your time. Our next story, how to make deepfake TikToks. I came across a video guide that will teach you how to make deepfake TikToks for free. Now, the original intent of this video was more like how to make an AI influencer. It wasn't how to put your model's face on viral TikToks and post them so you can get traffic to her OnlyFans page. However, if you're smart, you can read between the lines, you can watch the videos, and you can do what I just said. So this tool uses free resources like, well, I mean, I think maybe they have some paid resources in there, like Leonardo.ai, I think might be paid. Pix.ai or whatever it was in there, I think is also paid. But you can do this for free with Google Colab and Midjourney. And I won't get into the entire method on like exactly how to do it, but bottom line, you get a viral TikTok, you get a selfie of your girl's face, you do a face swap, use Google Colab to print it out, and you're good. Can be a very effective, like, it's definitely something that you should test. I don't know of anybody who is doing this at scale right now, but if you have access to the content, if you have a library of viral TikToks or Reels, or you're using a site like Trend Hunter to download them, then you can download them, stick your model's face on there, post it. The platforms will think it's unique because I assume, and this is just me assuming, but I assume that changing somebody's face on a video will change the video enough so that it is considered unique. So it can be an excellent way for you to generate extra traffic to your models. You can outsource this to a VA, buy the Google Colab plan to get results faster, have the VA make 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 TikToks a day, have other VAs post them, and you're golden. And I'll put the video down in the link below. So now that we have gone over all of the news items, and let me know actually in a comment if I went through those too quickly, but I feel like in a video like this where I have a lot to cover, I should probably get through them quickly and not fucking ramble on like I normally do in my other videos. So why am I making this type of video? There was a conversation in my public SimpHunters group today where a user expressed frustration with the quality of the conversation that was in the group. And in situations like this, I always ask myself, I say, is there anything I can learn from this? Whereas I feel many other group owners, and I'm not, naming anyone in particular, but I feel like a lot of people are quick to mute or ban anything that they consider negative or disruptive. Whereas I always try to engage with these people and see if they can be redeemed, or see at the very least if I can learn anything from them. Now, when it comes to my Telegram group in particular, I have kind of been passively growing it through my YouTube channel, through my blog, through whatever, I don't know, the link in my Telegram profile. But it hasn't really been a major focus of mine. It hasn't been a major focus of mine for like a year. I am somewhat active in there because it's my group. I try to moderate it a little bit, but the quality of the conversation has gone down. Conversation in general has gone down. People are posting a lot of job ads, a lot of spammy shit, and I just honestly didn't really care. So this person expressed some frustration today, and we had a chat, and it made me think, because I'm aware that I've been neglecting the group, that I haven't been trying to foster a community beyond just like sending a few messages a day. That's not fostering a community. Just because you have a group doesn't mean you're building a community. So I'm aware of that. And this was kind of just like a wake-up call for me. And I started thinking to myself, okay, what can I do to make the group more interesting? Because I asked this person for suggestions, but I think they were in a bit of a mood and didn't really give much constructive criticism other than like clean it up, hire a VA to manage it, and remove the spam. So I started thinking, because I was really looking for suggestions, like what can I add to the group? What can I put in this group that will make it unique, that will get conversation started, that will make people want to join this group? And I came up with this idea, like what if I, made daily, and I was like, okay, well, I could make the daily tip videos or share sauce or something. And then I was like, well, what if I just pulled random stuff that I thought was interesting and posted it in the group, wrote something up about it, made a video about it? The whole, like, this is a news broadcast, like that's kind of a joke, but that's what it is, right? It's kind of like the news. So I made this video today. I wrote up a little post. I'm going to post it in the group, send it to my email list. I'm going to post a link to this video in, all my groups and channels. And I really like this idea because it takes a lot of, and okay, to be fair, in other videos that I do like this, I'm not going to ramble on like I am right now about this point. This is just my explanation at the end of the video. So they're not all going to be like this. They're all going to be like, most of them, in the future, they're just going to be, here's all the cool shit that I found. But I like this idea because it takes pressure off of me as a content creator to feel like, number one, I always have to be the expert and I always have to know the best. And I always have to come up with like some new thing that I'm teaching. I may still do those videos. But I really like this because it will allow me to just pull stuff that I think is useful. And instead of me having to be the expert, like with the Spencer thing, I could be like, here's this awesome video about driving traffic with campsites. I don't know about it, but he does. So go watch it. And I still get points for talking about it. You know what I mean? Anyway, let me know what you think about the video. Number one, like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. If you have something that you think should be featured in here, let me know. Send me a DM at Yalapapi on Telegram. Not doing any paid placements, so I don't want to promote your chatting agency. I don't want to promote your like stuff you're selling. We're not doing that yet. We may do it in the future, but we're not doing it now. I would prefer organic stuff that is interesting or useful. How you made $1 million last month is neither of those things. No offense. If you have some insights or some good information or something that would be actually of value, and you just happen to sell something, that's fine. But like, we're not doing straight advertisements. Okay. So thank you for watching this video. Drop me a comment. Let me know what you think. Maybe say something in the group. I don't know. Whatever floats your boat, and I will see you in the next one.